Hi, as you may know, I am a bird on the internet, and I have very big news for you today. Something big in my life happened. For the first time in more than 10 years, and unemployed. I'm unemployed. I don't have a job anymore. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Thank you. You're too kind. No. Please, thank you. Okay, but seriously, yes, I am now unemployed. I do not have a current full-time job. So I do nonprofit work, as some of you may know. I do not consider this to be a full-time job. I also do streaming. I also don't consider that to be a full-time job. I make videos, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. These are not full-time jobs. These are not something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Well, I hope I don't have to do a full-time job for the rest of my life either, but you get the conjecture. So now that I have all this free time, I hope to get a lot more done with things I want. You know, my wants, my hobbies, things that I've been wanting to do. As you know, I've talked about it so many times. Videos, Resonate, other things, other projects. I want to do these things now. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not looking for a full-time job. I need a full-time job because that's important to me. Having a job is important to me. I want something to look forward to. I want to learn new things every single day. Now, I've never worked for a profit business, let's say. I've always worked for organizations, etc., government organizations, nonprofit organizations, things that help people directly. You know, it's not something we're doing to make money. It's something we're doing because it needs to be done. Now, I've never worked in Finland, so I'm going to have to learn, you know, what options I have. I would have to adjust to whatever that entails, whatever that business entails. You might think that's funny, right? You might think that, oh, Decoy's never worked a real job. And technically, yeah. I've never made a product, which the point of was to sell and make money. I've always done things such as cybersecurity work, cybersecurity analysis. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this because you're using this device, you're using this software, and I want you to be secure. I'm not selling them a service. So I don't know if I want a job that's going to be a normal business. I know the culture might be different, work politics, you know how those things can get. I would prefer not to. And at the same time, I don't know if I'll have a choice in the matter once the time comes. Thankfully, I'm in absolutely zero rush to find a job right now. I could probably, you know, hold off on it for another 2 years if I really wanted to, but I don't want to do that. I want to be working. So thankfully, I have a lot of leeway there. You know, I can find what I want to be doing, but I think it might be a while until I really find what I want to be doing, especially here since I've moved to Finland. I've never worked for a proper Finnish company, so I don't know what that entails, and there's a lot of things I would have to learn. Overall, I'm just looking really forward to finding a new job and finding out new things about the world. So, in short, I am unemployed, and I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about my new future endeavors, whatever they may be. And if you know someone who needs a cybersecurity analyst, with that being said, I would prefer something hybrid or work from home though, because I don't want to move right now. If your office is local though, I don't mind going to the office as long as you have free coffee. If you have free coffee, I am down. Anyways, another piece of important news. Some of you may already know, I've already said this before on my stream. One of my dearest friends' bird things passed away recently. I'm working towards a memorial world for them. So if you know bird things, if you knew them or have any information about them that you'd like to share, please add it into the memorial world. I do plan to put something together for the grieving family too, which will be roughly by the end of the month when they have their memorial service. I would talk about my feelings and how sad I am and how much I miss bird things, but I feel like I've already hit on all those notes, and it doesn't help anybody for me to just sit here and grieve by myself. I'd rather open up the memorial world and have people put things there for him, and, you know, I want him to be honored, not just grieved. And that's the only current thing that's on my mind right now. Well, there was this other thing, but that could be for next week. So I'll see you next week.